PSG is by far the biggest team in the French division. Winners countless Ligue 1 titles, Copa Nationale cups, the trophy cabinet for PSG is huge. However, there's one trophy that always slips away from every season, and that is the Champions League.
Bottle jumps, a lot of them.
So today we're going to rebuild PSG to finally win the Champions League. However, there's going to be a twist. With Mbappe getting linked to Real Madrid every transfer window, we're going to grant him his wish and make his transfer a reality. And the second challenge is that PSG can only sign and have French players. So say goodbye to the likes of Marquinhos, Hakimi, Donnarumma and many more. So here we have it then, the PSG team. With Mbappe gone and only the players that are representing France in the national team. It's safe to say that this team has got no chance of winning the league and especially the Champions League. It needs a lot of work. So you're also probably wondering, what have we done with the non-French league players? As you can see, they are all gone. We have transferred them back to their previous clubs before they have signed for PSG. For an example, Marquinhos has gone back to AC Roma, Donnarumma has gone back to AC Milan, Hakimi back to Inter Milan, and the list goes on. You can also see a couple of faces that you're probably not familiarised with the PSG team. What I have done to just fit requirements, because also we need a certain amount of players in an actual FIFA team, we have brought in Paris FC from the League 2 division and just transferred a lot of their, well, let's just say their lower overalls right here. Probably won't get any game time on these, but we have to do it for restriction reasons. So going back to the team here, as you can see, the PSG team are rocking the 4-2-4, but with the likes of Mbappe going as well and a lot of big ballers as well, it's just way too attacking. So I want to drop it back down to the 4-3-3 defending, getting back that DM row and both of them central midfielders right there with the traditional left wing, the striker and the right wing. As you can see, and like I said numerous times, it needs a lot of work. The only couple of good players we've got remaining is Koulibaly, Dembele, Mukiele, Kimpembe, and also Lucas Hernandez, and also as well this young talented star that has been beast for PSG in recent time is Unai Emery right here, 78 overall and 17 years old. Definitely going to be a star for the PSG team. So with Mbappe and the other players transferring back to their previous clubs, we was left with a whopping 710 million to rebuild PSG back to their glory, the biggest budget we have ever had in a career mode special. So I would like to welcome our first signing, 80 million from Milan. His brother plays here in Theo Hernandez. He's talked to his brother and went, hey mate, look, we've got a new manager and we've got a lot of cash to splash. They're going to get a massive wage. Come to us and we will dominate it as brothers in Ligue 1. There's his brother in the background there in Lucas Hernandez. I believe they're brothers. If not, I made myself look like a right fool. But the big baller there, Theo Hernandez, one of the best fullbacks in world football, is joining the team. And what I will be doing with his brother, converting it into a centre-back, as it only takes 2 weeks. So the Theo brothers, the big boys at the back in Hernandez's, are at the back. Come on. So with Donnarumma going back to Milan, we thought we'll nick their goalkeeper in my nanny. Spoke to Lucas Hernandez and went, mate, I'm going over, so join with us as well. A Frenchman is going over to the PSG. Like I said in the challenge, we can only sign French players. We want the most dominant PSG Brexit French team of all time. We pretty much want to copy the nationality team, to be honest with you, and see if we can win the Champions League. So this keeper, the best French keeper, their main man, 87 overall, coming in a whopping 81 million. Our budget is taking a beating already. Welcome, my nan. Question is there going to be anyone else? The question for that is, so with a defender and goalkeeper signing for PSG, it's time to bring in our first signing, and it's time to bring in an attacker. And why not a player that is doing unbelievable underneath Unai Emery at Aston Villa, and that is Diaby, an absolute baller on the wing, pace galore, an absolute rocket if you can refer to him right there. You're probably thinking if he's a right mid, I'm going to convert him to a right wing, and Dembele being 5-star skills, pretty much both footed foot player, we're going to play him at the left wing with him, Koulibaly up top. Welcome, Moussa Diaby. So with 3 signings made already, I just couldn't get this guy in the team. It had to be the main man in N'Golo Kante. He's an absolute unit. I still think he can play at the top tier football, and that is why I've brought him in. It only cost me 40 mil from the Saudi team right there. He's going to be an absolute unit. We need someone in that DM row. He's got bags of experience, an absolute unit. Like I said, only 40 million for the 5'6" magician. Did it at Chelsea, did it numerous for Leicester. Back at number 8 as well, was heavily linked with PSG in a couple of years back, but we made it a reality today. 4th signing, is there going to be anyone else? So again, before we continue on and go on an absolute spending spree and bring in some new talents, we're just going to have a little quick rundown on what the new players are going to bring to the new team here. As you can see, Dembele goes into the left wing spot. We will confirm there. Diaby in the right wing. Koulibaly up top. With Zabari, Kante, Kimpembe, Hernandez brothers in the left back and centre back row. We will confirm that. Mukelele and Mainani go. As you can see, there's one position in the team that definitely needs changing, and that is the centre mid row for this Dimokori. I don't know how to pronounce that. And especially getting into rotational players at the backup rows right there in the substitution rows. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't help myself, but I've only gone and brought in Nkunku from Chelsea. Me and Pochettino both spoke down and went, look, 100 million and you can have the man. And with our budget still massively, still remain at 300 million after this. We're going to bring him in. I know what I said. I did want to go away from the 4-2-4 and go for the three midfielders, but I could not stay away from Nkunku. He was there for the bring-in. He was one of the best French players in world football. The former Leipzig, the former Chelsea man is now a PSG man. Welcome Nkunku. Now it's time to get some rotational players. So the first rotational player has got to be the goal kicker department, and why not with a former international player, a guy that has won the World Cup in Hugo Lloris. He's going to be under obviously mine now, but I think throughout the season, them two can definitely experience some things of each other from the past and the future. A lot of experiences in the bags here with Hugo Lloris. Done it at Spurs, done it in the French team. We only paid $1 million for him with the 36-year-old here. Comes in at number 13, one of the first rotational players. I've got two more lined up. The question is, who are they? Are they going to impact the team? The second rotational player is going to be a guy from Real Betis. It's another Frenchman because that is the challenge in Naby Fekir. An absolute rat in the ultimate team here. But he's coming in the rotational role of Nkunku and more of the centre mid role and more attacking role right there. He's an absolute unit. We paid big money for this guy, but we have got a lot of money still left to spend. So why the hell not? He comes in. We paid the release clause of 64 million from him. Number 14. We've got one more left. And then we advance to the end of the season. And lastly, we have got a rotational player in the centre row in Pavard, a World Cup winner as well. I can remember his goal in the World Cup. I don't know who it was against. It was either against Argentina. I'm not too sure. An absolute thunderbolt outside the box with that volley right there. I can see the players reacting behind the goal. They was in shock as well. Unbelievable player. We paid 40 million from him from Inter. Decent rotational player. 27 years old. Can play numerous possessions. 83 overall. A decent little player indeed. That's the last of the signs though, because our budget is literally now dropped to near zero. Number 4 comes in. Welcome to our last sign in Pavard. Let's see how we get on for now for PSG. So before we advance to the end of the season, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into the tactical vision and select a new tactical vision throughout the season, as I do believe this impacts it throughout the season dramatically. And we're going to go for here the counter-attacking scenario as with Ousmane Dembele, Koulibaly, Diaby and Nkunku in the team. Very pacey players, very attacking players, with also Hernandez on the overlapping runs as well. I feel like that the counter-attacking press is definitely going to be the one that's going to exploit PSG to the maximum limit. So before we reveal the final squad and then advance to the end of the season, we're going to have a look at the objectives from the board above. As you can see the youth development right here. I haven't really jumped into this career mode challenge today, ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, we had 710 million to spend. I just can't really see why we would really jump in, to be honest, considering it is on the priority low right there. Brand exposure, get 5 clean sheets at home, very nice indeed. Domestic success, League 1 finished mid-table, reached round 16 on the Copa Nacional. I can see that with a lot of our players, even especially the main man in Kylian Mbappe, and they want us to reach the quarterfinals. But with the signings we have made, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely think we could probably win the league, and who knows, maybe get to the semis or maybe the quarters in the Champions League in the PSG team for the first season. Who knows, maybe get it done in one season. It's a very good team indeed, as Kimpembe going to be the captain in this team, as he is one of the only remaining players in this team before all the players left the team. Very good team indeed, with Nkunku just getting a bit more forward from the centre row into the cam row as well, supporting Koulibaly, Diaby and Dembele up top. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's see how this PSG team does in season 1. So here we are, then we have similar to the end of the season. It looks like our last game is against FC Mainz away at the Forest Park Stadium, which is definitely a generic stadium right there. We're on 83 points before I reveal it right here. If anyone's opposed right there, I'll be very surprised. And we have absolutely cruised it right there by about 21 points if our math is right there. Probably not. Unbelievable. It is safe to say if Mbappe did piss off to Real Madrid, PSG can definitely do it with the money they'll get on top of their way for the new season. The question is though, have we got a Champions League and how did we get on with the other cups? Trophy de Combien did we get there? And we won it right there, so the double has been secure right there. What about the Copa Nacional? And we lost out right there. Let's say one of our biggest rivals, Olympiacos and Marseille, gets the trophy right there. Where did we get knocked out? So there we got knocked out at FT Nantes right there, 1-0 in the quarterfinals. How do we get on in this? Do we want to bet this one here? Oh, that's the promotion. We don't need to worry about that. Champions League though. This is the big one. Have we done it without Kylian Mbappe and literally French players only? Have we done it?
Yes! Get in!
So it looks like PSG have got their hands and potentially on a Champions League title, but this time it's against Inter. A very intriguing final indeed. A couple of players have gone back there, like Hakimi. He has gone back there right there. So we'll be definitely seeing him in the Champions League final. Very interesting one indeed. Let's just get past this game right here and have a look at some of our outstanding players of the season. We're just going to automate it right there. I can see a lot of players gone up. We've got the draw right there with Dembele getting the goal. Right there, let's have a look at the team of the tournament. That's what I want to see here. Any outstanding players, any golden boots? Who knows indeed. Let's get right into the news. Goalkeeper of the tournament, of course, goes to my man right there. What over is he? Right there, 90 over 28. Unbelievable. Team of the tournament. Let's have a look at this. I can see Pavard right there, so that's intriguing right there to see if he's got any game time. Mainan, Hernandez, Pavard comes in, Kante, Diaby, and Koulibaly. Very intriguing indeed. Let's have a look at the squad here, but though let's have a look at some of the statistics of some of the players. Let's get around to the goals. It looks like Diaby, Moses Diaby, 89 overall with 27 goals is the outstanding player, which is very intriguing indeed. If you look here, looks like big Ousmane Dembele is only getting 48 appearances and 4 goals. Very weirdly strange one indeed. I thought you'd get a lot more right there, but maybe just didn't have the best season indeed. Maybe not liking the position change to left wing and prefers the right wing there. In Cuckoo doing bits as per usual. They get the best stats right there, but not too bad. It was more Naby Fekir, the rotational cam, that was getting the more better stats than right there, so that's very intriguing indeed. Koulibaly being the lone striker pretty much in this team. 27 goals and 16 assists. Kobe player of the tournament with Moses Diaby. It looks like Malouk here and Pavard are injured, which is a shame. They might not be able to make a Champions League debut right there. Very fair to do. Can we get this done in one season once again on this channel? But this time with PSG without Mbappe and no international players except French players in the Champions League final at Wembley against Inter. Let's get into the lineups. So here we have it, and the Champions League final has arrived. Is PSG going to complete this challenge in Season 1 and secure the treble from winning the league and the Coppa Nationale right there? The only change we have done is Pavard in the right back row because, as we all know, Mukiele did pick up a knock there, so he's on the bench. The rest of the team, though, stays the same with Kante, Zara Emery, in Cuckoo in the middle, and Zavari got up by quite a lot, it seems, as well. Dembele, Koulibaly, and Diaby up top. A very good, strong team indeed. Hopefully both the Hernandez brothers, Kimpembe and Pavard and Magnan, can keep out the goal-scoring threats in Inter today. Let's get into this and see if we complete the challenge in Season 1. So here we have it then, the Champions League final at Wembley. It is PSG versus Inter Milan. It is the boys in the navy versus the boys in the white. The boys from France, the Giants there, against the Giants in Inter Milan in the Italian League. They got there last season against Man City, I do believe, but missed out to Pep Guardiola's treble-winning side. But can PSG finally get their hands on silver here today? Here comes Thiago Silva, a lot of pace out. He'll run down this wing. He'll get inside like a quick one pass, but it looks like it's going to go out for the first corner kick to PSG. Unlucky. Radio Dembele, can we whip a bit of an audacious ball here? We've gone for a lot of power. Going into Kimpembe, the captain here, Kimpembe, and it just goes wide. Unlucky indeed. Nearly got the first opening goal very early on from the captain in Kimpembe, the rat from Oma team. Unlucky. Inter Milan play a high ball up there. It goes into Ben Yedder. What a sign that is. He is definitely a French rat in terms of in the Oma team scene back in the day. He was a very ratty player indeed. And Barella here. Can the rat score? But Lucas Hernandez denies him there the opportunity. N'Golo Kante retrieves possession. Goes into Moses Diaby. This is one player you'd love to see on the wing, because he is absolutely rapping. I'll tell you what, the defender's just giving up on him. And here comes Diaby. Can he make it 1-0? And he pits over the bar. So Diaby is an absolute stinking there. I mean, there's one thing he's not amazing at, and I think that's his shooting, to be quite honest with you. I mean, he's got the pace in dribbling, but his shooting's not top notch. Oh, hello, mistake at the back there. We could capitalize on. They couldn't be on it. And he couldn't indeed. But going back to Diaby, he's worked better on the shooting there. Could get that back. We have with Diaby. He's actually redeemed himself a little bit. Good pace there. Get movement inside, and Carlos Augusto still keeps it in play here. Does really well. Carlos, a really good set piece taker. Number 20 runs past Kimpembe, the captain. We can't get a good lock on here to Pavard. I don't know why it's not a big lock on to the closest player. Goes into Rayo. Good save by Mainan. The first chance falls for Inter Milan there. A dangerous chance for them. And it's the first save for the PSG goal. You see a bit of action replay. The guy for the United States, the American player. A great save from our keeper there. Real kick. Has been played short. A bit of a Trevea shot there. Oh! And nearly goes in from the captain. Our captain in Kimpembe went up quite early and puts it wide. And now Bastoni does it for Inter Milan. What a cross and Trevea was there from college. I told you he was going to set pieces, and he's just pretty much proved me right there on the short corner. Good switch there from Pavard. Goes into Theo Hernandez and play to Ousmane Dembele. He can. Ousmane Dembele looking for a bit of trickery here. Tries to beat him. Okay, not too bad. Goes into Kante. Can Kante whip up a bit of a pop here? And Summer has to force a save for a PSG corner. Right, so we're going to try the corners a little bit different here. We're going to go short into Moses Diaby. We're going to go out wide here to Zara Emery. Can he go for a bit of a pot shot here? Good save from Summer again. Is it going to go for a corner? And they haven't. Bastoni has done really well to keep it in. Approaching the 37th minute here now. Still 0-0 at the break. Both teams are really going at it though. It's just one of them games where no goals have happened, but it's a bit of an entertaining game if I must say so myself. I mean, both teams are really going for it. Lautaro Martinez playing inside to Ben Yedder. Oh, top ball there to Lucas Hernandez. It does. It goes into Theo Hernandez. Got the wrong ones mixed up there. I've had a shocker, but they're both Hernandez. You know what I mean by that. Diaby tried to... Oh, it's unbelievable, but Gusto is not having any of that. He's not getting mugged and sent back to the shops. He has took him down for a free kick. We're going to go short here, see if we get some just before the break here, ladies and gentlemen. Kimpembe on the wide approach here. Don't really like that, so I'm going to play it into N'Golo Kante. Give it into Theo Hernandez. Finally got it right. Can we get it down line there? We can. Can we get something going here? Try to pull it back there. Trying to be a bit of skill against Raya, but doesn't really work out to the best. Someone gets the ball here. Is he going to do anything with this? Bit panicking at the back, and it doesn't indeed. It ends 0-0 in the first half. Don't know what to think about this one. Like I said, I think it's both 50-50. They've had good chances. We've had good chances, but I honestly think it's just come down to the late minute of the game. There's nobody been too clear-cut chances except from Diaby's chance, I feel like. It's a bit of a stalemate game. Let's see what happens in the second half. Right, ladies and gentlemen, only one sub in the second half, and it's going to be a bit of a shock this. Nkunku goes off the pitch for Naby Fekir. We saw from the stats earlier, Fekir had a better season than Nkunku, who was originally going to be the star. One of our main big boy prices signings, actually. I think the most expensive one, to be honest. He's not had the best season. He's had an okay season, but nothing compared to Fekir. So hopefully the boy from our team can do well. But hold on a minute. Inter Milan running through with Barella here. Good save on mine now. Their best player in Barella. Does the trickery throw there. France versus Italy right there. Number 23 with a decent shot, but good save from the keeper. And let's say Giovanni Reina, the United States player, is coming off for a former PSG man in Achraf Hakimi. Hopefully he won't score against us, because that would be pretty embarrassing indeed. But challenge is a challenge. French players and Mbappe gone only. Another corner kick now for Inter Milan. When's it going to end? Ball gets whipped in there, going for the near post approach here. Ben Yedder, and it's gone right across the face of the goal. No one's got a flick in there to maybe attempt the goalkeeper to get the goal. Just going to go short here, and they'll go out wide. Good kick inside. One more quick one inside there. Another one side. Well done. Good pass. Let's say they want the overlap there with Theo Hernandez. Can we get a back post cross going on there? It's going inside. It's going for a bit of a audacious attempt there from Diaby. Really would have proved me wrong with the shooting that I said about him if he went and scored that. Kimpembe now. Goes into Lucas Hernandez. Goes to his brother in Theo Hernandez. A good ball just a minute ago, didn't he? Oh, just trying to get past Hakimi, but Hakimi's done well. It's one of his former teammates. Well done there. Well done. His former teammates in Hernandez now has done really well inside. That's nice. Nice. Well done. Good play. Need some options though. That's it. A lot better there. There's a ball inside straight away there to Fekir. Can we head that down? We can. Can we get back into Fekir here? Could be a potential pass on, but we couldn't get it through the gap, and Summer has now retrieved the ball, and so has Inter Milan. Ben Yedder plays it out wide to Carlos Augusto here. Got to be careful here, because we do not want a late minute goal for Inter Milan, because that would be very upsetting indeed, and we'll be going to season 2. Ben Yedder here plays it inside to Lucas Romero. Oh, what a save from my man! 90-year-old goalkeeper goes against one of the best strikers in world football, Lautaro Martinez. Throw in now, goes out wide. Into Marino, looks like he's been subbed on the pitch. It's come on for Lautaro Martinez! What a save that is from the keeper. Hakimi plays it back into the middle. Kimpembe does well. I believe, I don't know who came on actually for that substitution there, because Marino wasn't on the pitch. Maybe for Ben Yedder it seems. I'm not too sure right there. We need some runs here. There is a run there. And finally Fekir, one of the best players this season. Cuts inside, keeps it alive. We still can't get bloody through. No one's really getting clear-cut chances except Inter Milan. Carlos Augusto plays it into De Verge. Plays it into Bastoni, their captain. He's looking to lift the Champions League title and lift it back to Italy for Inter Milan. Just going in there. It's a good back post cross. It could be Hakimi. That would have been a tremendous story for Inter Milan, but it is ruled offside. We got a substitution here. Barcola coming on for Diaby. One of the players we didn't get rid of because he is French. So he comes on for Moses Diaby. Can the young lad do well here? We'll go for an everywhere approach. This could be on. Potentially it isn't. I was a bit forced by myself. Arturo Martinez. Into Moreno. Not like this. Carlos Augusto. Keeping it alive here. Well done. But it's a good block. Oh, what a save. Oh, the keeper's on fire.
He was special.
Come on, let's just defend this. Because if we concede this now, that is going to be a horrible way to lose this final. Well done indeed. Just get it out. There it is. Jesus Christ. I mean, Inter were really knocking at the end there. Really tense game now. Really on the back foot from Inter Milan. Just got to kind of hold it on to there now with the extra time. We don't want to go to bloody penalties. That is a horrible way to potentially lose or win a final. Let's see what happens in the extra halves. Right, ladies and gentlemen, no changes going into the extra half. We haven't really got, I've got decent players on the bench, but nothing that I feel like is going to do the wow factor. Let's just say that right there. So I'm going to believe in my team and hopefully do bits here. Carlos who goes off the pitch. I don't know who that was for, unfortunately. They've just missed it. You don't be able to see that on the screen when you watch it, but me concentrating on the game, I didn't miss it, unfortunately. Carlos Augusto here. Here comes Inter Milan. They're really up for it now. Lautaro Martinez going to Higuain Pokery. Good shot there. Can we get the block? We can. And now can we finally get a attack on our own? Can we get a bit of a run there? There could be a one-on-one opportunity here, but it is offside from Koulibaly. What's the quiz shot here? Inketi? I don't know how to pronounce that name, but we're going to keep Koulibaly on. We haven't used him a lot this game. He's got a lot of speed. We're just not really taking advantage of his speed, to be honest. That's what we need to do more. Is play the over top balls for him, and I think we can get a goal from it. Carlos Augusto, can we get it there with Pavard? We can. Well from Pavard, does well. Pavard's only mistake at the back, losing it again. Lautaro Martinez, good block there. PSG keeping it alive. I must admit, I feel like Inter are being the better team here. But PSG are just hanging on for dear life. Can we get a bit of a ball through there? We finally do with Koulibaly. I'd say we can play him through. Is Koulibaly here? Number 23. What a finish that is! I'll tell you what, that is an absolute rocket. He's been looking out CR7's Lassini Ridge, Edison Cavani, who knows, the biggest ballers in Premier League and football history, the Serie A, the League One, you name it, every league. He's been looking up to the first stars, because I'll tell you what, where the hell has that bloody power come from? What an absolute finish that is. For some reason I said the Premier League. I don't know why I said that. I meant to say League One and Liga BBA with Ronaldo and Zlatan reference right there. But for some reason I was thinking Ronaldo and Premier League. But who cares? Because what an absolute bullet that is. It's like my power set on 100 or something on the custom tactics. That's what it felt like. What's a finish? So out of nowhere, Koulibaly has made it 1-0 in the 105th minute. Got the last 15 minutes remaining now. I've got to feel sorry for Inter here because they're going to lose back to potential back Champions League finals. First Man City and now PSG. And PSG haven't really been that good. We just had one good attack really. And it's gone through. And now we could potentially kill the game out with Barcola running down this wing. Cuts inside. Can't get the ball over to Virgil. Man, I'm shocked with the skill moves today, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. Just trying to concentrate as best I can. You can clearly tell me I'm not really the best in the game. But here comes Hakimi for PSG, man. Cuts inside. And it will be a free kick outside the box for Inter Milan. I'll tell you what, do we do it? Why not? Let's get one of the Paris FC players on. Who the hell is this guy? Demockery comes on for Zara Emery. Let's get him in the pitch here. Let's get him a Champions League medal potentially. Come on, looking into the box. It's a good ball into the box here. Why not get up for it? It's a really good game, the keeper. Need to get someone going here now. Little throw there. Lovely. Overlapping run. Here comes Pavard. Goes into Barcola. Barcola could potentially run through here. Barcola, he's got a player against him. There's a back post cross there. It's gone way too high. Way too far to Dembele, unfortunately. But hopefully we can just defend this right now and secure a treble for PSG and complete this challenge today. It's 1 minute into the clock. Is the ref going to allow one last attack for Inter Milan? Or is he going to blow it? And he has blown it, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. We have won the league. We have won the Copa Nacional, the French Division Cup right there at the start of the season, it seemed, on the simulation. Now, PSG have got their hands on the Champions League. Thanks to that man right there, Koulibaly with an absolute thunderbolt, leaped it over the keeper. What a finish that was, but we have finally done it. We have brought the Champions League, the trophy that PSG have been looking for throughout their whole entire career, their club history. They have finally done it once again with the likes of Mbappe leaving the team and just having French players. We invested well with 100 or 700 million we bloody had to spend. Is ridiculous. It was written in the stars. We have finally done it. Barcola had a good game on the wing as well. Everyone had a decent game. It's just one of them. I did say it was a bit of 50-50 really. Both teams did really well. Very action-packed game, to be honest with you. There's no goals. But Kimpembe, the Ultimate Team rat, the 82 rated Ultimate Team back in the day, the ratty defender at the back, does really well today and gets his hands finally on the Champions League. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The treble has been secured. Finishing with the Champions League. Challenge has been completed. Let's continue on. So here it is then. The team is celebrating on the Champions bus. It has come back to Paris. You can't see the other trophy there. It's the one time we just want to see all three trophies on the bloody, bus. But also at the start of the season, we do not see the Tropa Nationale trophy on the bus, unfortunately. We just see the two, but it is technically a treble, isn't it? With the Copa Nationale, the League 1 trophy, now the Champions League. What a team. What a win. Come on. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have wrapped up this challenge here today. Rebuilding PSG with Mbappe left and literally just using French players only. Bringing back the roots back to Paris right here. Looking at some of the players again, you can see Diaby, Koulibaly and Fekir were the out freestanding players in the season, especially Diaby with 33 goals in 50 appearances is absolutely ridiculous. Bit of a shame about Dembele and also in Nkunku. I mean, Nkunku did alright, but you expect them to get the numbers that these two had as well and absolutely cruise it throughout the league. But it is one of them. Some players just do not work at some individual clubs and do not like the position change from right wing to left wing, aka Ousmane Dembele. Just to wrap it up here though, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have like my manager career right here. As you can see, one club, one league title, no domestic cup, which would be a bit of a shocker. They're losing out to Marseille, but it is what it is. The main objective is to win the league and also the Champions League, which again, once again, like the Real Madrid one on my other channel, we have done it in one season, which is very nice to see, which you do expect with 700 million and also being PSG the kings at the French division. One Continental Cup with the Copa Nationale right there at the start of the season. Our biggest win in the simulation was against Nice on September 2023, 5-0, and our biggest loss was against Newcastle, also in the Champions League, which is quite ironic because they have actually lost to them twice, I do believe, in real life. Biggest defeat as well, so like I said, 2-0 Newcastle. Just got to go on to the next topic right here. It's also the transfer fee of Nkunku, 100 million, who, like I said, had a bit of in and out season. If we was doing more seasons than the PSG one, I expect him, and I reckon he will get absolutely better stats indeed. And total earnings 2.9 million right there. 51 games played, 38 wins, 8 draws, and 5 losses is very nice indeed. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The challenge has been completed here today. Here's the final team just on paper right there with Mukulele injured right there. So if you did like this challenge today, ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next challenge. Bye.